Welcome back. So now we have to discuss about uncertainty principle 2, which is a relationship between energy and time uncertainties. So the statement would be, for a microscopic particle, you will also not be able to measure both energy and time with precise accuracy. Simultaneously energy या time दोनों को एक साथ नहीं measure कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? So we have, and using the first principle itself, which was delta x into delta p has to be greater than equals to h upon 4 pi, we can find out that relation using the fact that the energy, or just the kinetic energy we are considering, is given by E is equals to half mv square. Let's say E is equals to half mv square, and in this equation you just multiply m in denominator and numerator, you will get mv square upon 2m m square. This m will cancel with this, so mv square would remain. But you know that mv is what? Mv is nothing but equals to momentum. So you can write this as E is equals to p square upon 2m. Okay? E is equals to p square upon 2m. Now if you take partial derivative on both right hand side and left hand side, so you can simply write or replace this equation as E का हो गया delta E, and p square, which is a variable now, इसका derivative होगा 2p delta p and upon 2m. So we have got delta E is equals to 2p delta p upon 2m. Okay, this p will get cancelled, 2 will get cancelled with this 2. So now you have delta E is equals to p into delta p upon m. Fine, p into delta p upon m. Now because p can be written as m into v, delta p ये तो यहीं से आ गया upon m, you can write it like this, then m will also get cancelled with this. So the uncertainty in energy will be given by the velocity times the uncertainty in momentum. The uncertainty in energy will be given by velocity times the uncertainty in momentum. Right? Now what we can do is, you can simply write that because the velocity here can also be uncertain, so I can write that delta E is equals to, let's say, delta V into delta P. Then the delta E will be equals to delta V को हम लिख सकते हैं delta X upon delta T, और ये delta P यहीं से चल रहा है. So now I can write that delta E multiplied by delta T is given by delta X into delta P. And from first principle itself, you know that delta X into delta P is to be greater than, has to be greater than equals to h upon 4 pi. It means delta E into delta T also has to be greater than h upon 4 pi. This is uncertainty principle 2. That for a microscopic particle, you cannot determine the energy and time simultaneously if the particle is moving. Okay, so you can simply write this as uncertainty principle 2, and please include the statement of this particular mathematical relation in your notes as well. Okay, so as an example of this particular uncertainty principle, let us consider, let's say you have a photon which is interacting with an atom. Let me say that this is nucleus and here you have electrons. Okay, what happened is that when this photon was passing by, this electron get excited and went and sit onto the excited level. So now I will call this atom as an excited atom. I can simply say that this electron to be excited, but anyways, the energy of this system is very high. Okay. Now you know that after some time, this electron will have to come back. And if this electron will come back, then it will again radiate energy in terms of photon. So let us say the time lapse is snapshotted, and you have seen that जब आपने टॉर्च ऑन की उसमें और जब इस एटम में से फोटोन या जो लाइट बाहर आई उसमें लेट्स से 1 into 10 to the power minus 8 सेकंड का फर्क था. अगर आप you are using 100 mega frames per second, so you can simply measure that when you turn on the torch, the atom get excited, and after some time you switched it off already, एक बार on करके off कर दी, then this electron was de-excited and a photon again released. और उसमें you know with certainty कि इतना time तो कम से कम लग गया. You are very sure about it. अब आपसे पूछा गया है कि बताइए कि जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है वो क्या एमिट होगी. हम तो कहेंगे कि जो आई थी वही जाएगी, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. Because according to the principle, what we have to do is you have to imbibe the uncertainty in energy and time, which is to be given by should be greater than equals to h upon 4 pi. और यहाँ क्योंकि हमारे पास फोटोन एनर्जी सिस्टम है, तो यू कैन सिंपली टेक दैट E is equals to h nu, या जो uncertainty in energy होगी that will only be the uncertainty in the frequency and not uncertainty in Planck's constant, because that is constant. So from here you can write that h into delta nu into delta t has to be greater than equals to h upon 4 pi. Fine. This h will get cancelled with this h. हम मानते हैं कि जो least value थी uncertainty की वो h upon 4 pi ही थी. So you can simply get that the frequency will at least be equals to 1 upon 4 pi delta t. और अगर आप calculate करें इस time period से, तो what you will get is 1 divided by 4 divided by 3.14 divided by this is 10 to the power minus 8. So the frequency which is coming is nearly, or the uncertainty in frequency, it is not the frequency, the uncertainty in frequency which is coming is nearly 7.96 into 10 to the power minus 6. तो कम से कम इतनी uncertainty तो होगी ही होगी. And you can at least put this sign that at least 7.9 into 10 to the power, it should be 6 hertz. There is nothing like minus 6 hertz. तो 7.96 मेगाहर्ट्ज की फ्रीक्वेंसी और उससे ज्यादा की अनसर्टेनिटी हो सकती है इस फोटोन में. Fine. People can ask you many such questions based on the principle of uncertainty, and you will be appreciating the two principles, uncertainty principle 1 and uncertainty principle 2, when you will learn about that you can use the very same relationship in order to prove what will be the radius of an orbiting electron and hydrogen atom. We call it as Bohr's first radius. Using the same principle we can derive that, but for the sake of simplicity as of now I am keeping it safe for let's say our unit 3. So our discussion should end over here, and that completes your this unit. Thank you so much all of you.